Okay, so any particular question throw up?
But
I
I can, yeah, go ahead.
okay. So I mean, you mentioned a little bit about, playing around with the pendant drop setup.
Yes.
And maybe, I mean, we got some pretty good data, but if you're doing tool development
Mhm.
in the um any of those phases, because I remember when Mark was talking, or Benoit was talking about the stages of the different, you know, um, where the progress is. Like I think there's like for ChemMatCARS, there was like a part where it said, you know, when you're commissioning, and then there's a piece where like you're commissioning with kind of test users. Is there any way, if you're trying to do development, that you could hop in with kind of those initial test users, or is that not something?
Yeah, sure. I think that's what, as I mentioned, we will be available for general users in summer, but we
Yeah.
will be commissioning and, try to do some initial experiments in spring also. The issue is why I put it in summer is this new ASWAX, flight tube, which is going to come in December. So we'll be installing in January. So I need little bit of time to, put everything together. So that's why we are thinking of postponing the general user in the next cycle, which is the summer. But we will definitely start with something with some friendly users if the system is ready. I hope it will be because it is very simple setup as such, but it's as ASAX, as you know, is a very finicky kind of sys- system, and there is you need to optimize quite a lot. So that's why I just for safe side, I just didn't put it in the spring time. But we can talk about it, and if you have anything which we can try, like the pendant drop setup, I think with Jiajun we have done some development on that ground.
Cool.
We now know how to calculate interfacial tension just by imaging
With the pressure, right?
with the pressure. Yes.
Good. Yeah. Okay,
So
good.
we have combined that together now, and we have like inline pressure from the system.
Cool. Cool. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Lisa, you have a question?
Yes, I have a few, but it's related right to the measurements we did a long time ago
Ah,
before the shutdown. So at that point, I was looking at some solution structure, right? And we had to come up with our own cell. You remember we taped
right.
carton foils. So now I'm hearing about these droplet systems, and also I've heard about some cell.
Microfluidics. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So what would be, if I would do the same experiment, what would you recommend to use then? Right? If I just want to look at the liquids, but not necessarily reaction. But there the problem was that we had to add like very thin, 50 to 100 micrometer, right?
Right. These microfluidic setups are generally like 50 to 100 micrometer in thickness, the
Okay.
channel. So that's pretty much what you are doing, right? The
Yes,
issue is not issue as such. The thing is for your system where you're not looking into dynamics, you don't need that basically, right?
correct.
But if you really want to do some dynamics, which I think at some point you will be looking at, if you want to do some, uh, electrochemistry with it, because this is your electrolyte, right? Uh,
Yes, but even if I would rather use, a stable cell, even if I'm not looking at dynamics, rather than make my own holder
yeah, I
that would,
think that still works.
right? That would still work.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. Means we are not taking anything away. We are adding more things.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's also new this combination of small angle and wide angle. So I
Yes.
get to keep both the detector,
Yes. That's the
which
idea.
is, yeah, because last time I had to move the detector
Right.
to
And
a
now
battery.
all this thing was time consuming last time. Now this thing will be done in seconds because all the things will be inside the flight tube now, the detector and everything. So we can change the setup within few seconds.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
what's the Q range you used? You remember last time? I think right now we can go up to 3 angstrom inverse with this new system.
3 inverse Armstrong, you're
Yeah,
saying.
3 inverse angstroms. Yeah. But I
Okay.
remember we went above
We
water,
went
which
above,
is
we went up to 6.
6.
But already 3, I think.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. So 6, which is doable, but then we have to do some changes. But we can try.
yeah. Okay. I guess it depends on the energy as well and all the, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And the last time, remember when we were looking at the wide angle, then we had the problem that the fluorescence, when you
Yes.
correct for polarization, right, which is important for the wide angle, then somehow it's messed up because there is the fluorescence there, which is not,
Easily subtractable. Yeah.
yeah,
I think we need to still work on that.
work on that. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will come back with that issue. Yes.
Yes. Unfortunately, you came in the last few cycle that time, so we didn't get time to solve that. But anyway, we'll get more time.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Exciting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so we can talk about this data analysis in an offline way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So Ray, do you have any? Because you are working with proteins, right? Means I think these microfluidics can be very useful for you. No?
Yeah. So we have now two kind of big protein systems that we're playing with. One is monoclonal antibodies with the pharmaceutical industry, and the other is the rare earth element stuff. And so for the pharmaceutical sorts of applications, knowing how the different aggregates form with the presence of different surfactants has become a really big deal, right? Because before what we were doing was we were doing all interfacial stuff, just asking the question, what happens with the proteins when they get to the interface. And now it seems like there's two types of aggregates, and no one understands this. One type of aggregate is fine, like if you have aggregates with monoclonal antibodies and this type of aggregate, there's no immunogenic response, so everyone's happy. But then there's another aggregate which is roughly the same size, which causes some immunogenicity, like the patient rejects the drug.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so guesses it's something structural, but that doesn't have to do with the anomalous bit. That's just the surfactants that are in solution with it. Although maybe different ions would prevent those aggregates from forming. And then the other project is the one where this ACS nano paper is finally getting done. And so, yeah, I think I have everybody's signature now. It took like a week to get that done, but yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's all really thinking about how it is that the peptides can drive the formation of different aggregates with rare earth elements. There's a couple groups actually. There's one at Columbia and then one at Toronto that wants to do what we did with peptides with proteins. And so maybe that's another direction to take it. And yeah, I think you're right. The microfluidics would be interesting.
Yeah, especially this rare earth binding. I think here what we can do is we can form interfaces in the microfluidics, as you have seen. It's two solutions forming together. And then
so in the microfluidic chip,
yes,
you don't have to worry about settling. It kind of because of motion. Yeah.
Of course, if it aggregates to form larger structures, it can disrupt the flow.
Yeah.
But if they're small enough, they just flow out.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really big deal. Like if we could, because I think that was always plaguing, especially that work with all the tripeptides. That was always plaguing those the data, because there would be like aggregates and they'd kind of be settling, and then the settling would cause I think problems with our anomalous component analysis. So
yeah. The thing is, I remember like Louis doing the experiments, as soon as you add things, then there's aggregate, but here the things can be a little dynamic, right?
I
form some different structure.
Yeah. The one piece that might also be interesting, and this does have to do with ions, and we are using a microfluidic chip, is the silk fibroin protein. So we'll spin the silk fibroin into a fiber, but depending on the ions, the fibers seem to be different, right? The structure seems to be different, but then also the water responsiveness after it's become a solid. But actually understanding the dynamics is what we're doing now with an Air Force project.
Oh, yeah. definitely. I don't know how much this UVVs and Raman can give you any signal, because protein and all those kind of metal protein interactions, they are very optical sensitive
Yeah. I mean, ramen
interactions,
might be
right?
really interesting. We usually do UV vis on the samples just to assess like the concentrations.
Mhm.
But yeah, doing a ramen would, I think, tell us something.
Yeah.
We don't do much ramen, so I don't, that's not like a tool I'm super familiar with.
Yep.
Hey, Benoit.
Hey, Louis, Louis asked a question. I missed that. It was a direct question to me, but I didn't see until now. But he left the webinar.
Ah,
Is he has he graduated? He was asking if I take proposals, if we take proposals from industry. Yeah, if it's a research, if it's a proprietary, that's a separate issue, right? If it's industry research, you guys are doing that.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
he should ask us
where
to
is
partner
he?
with him and give
Yeah,
us money. He's in,
yeah.
he's close by now. He's in Indianapolis. He's at
Oh,
he's at Eli Lilly now. Um,
oh my.
so he just started there like 6 months ago, and unsurprisingly, they're already giving him like his own projects and stuff. Like
That's great.
yeah,
Well, I don't
he's
have
a
his
special grad student.
contact info, so maybe if you talk to him, tell him, of course, we accept
Yeah, yeah.
proposals.
I'm about to send him an email. Because this ridiculous form that ACS wants you to fill out. That all those signatures. I don't know when, but
Oh, yeah.
it might have been one of those signatures from like Kate Stebby or Monica when they signed it. His signature disappeared, so I have to have him re-sign it. So I'll send him a note being like, "Hey, can you re-sign it?" And then
Yeah, right.
and then I'll send it to ACS, and hopefully that'll
Okay,
process.
okay,
But yeah, I'll send
okay.
him an email probably today.
Yeah, right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Everyone's getting ready finally for, users to descend on you.
Are we ready? Or we were just racing to get ready. You can imagine, right? Trying to get every
Yeah.
single little thing. Just
Yeah, we connecting like a lot of hundred of sub components together, and it has to fall all together to right
Yeah.
place.
yeah, you're missing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's a lot of attendees though. This participation was like
I mean, the maximum we have is a 110. And it was interesting, to tell you how we're in the middle of something. As we were having the APS deputy directors in my office, telling me what he arranged or something. And then Mohan, who was in charge of upgrade, stopped by. I can't listen to what you're telling me. I'm in the middle. Said our users are really, anxious to come back. So help us, please.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, we're trying to help you. But we'll see. We're really trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask Renal one other question, and then I gotta
Yeah, sure.
out. It's my birthday.
I'm gonna hop.
Family's meeting me for the restaurant, so
Ooh,
Happy
it's your
birthday.
birthday?
Happy
Really?
birthday.
You turn what, 29?
Oh, that's so nice. No, decidedly not.
29 is one of my most important times. After that, I don't care.
Fine. I'll say it after. I'll say I don't care anymore after 29 this year for sure. So, Renal,
Yes.
you said you could do the grazing instance
Uh-huh.
on on the wide angle line. That
Yes.
also you can vary the energy on that one.
Yes. That's the idea. Yeah.
So it has to be a solid interface though.
Yeah. Although means as we are working on that pendant drop thing, if we can do something there, that's fine. Otherwise, mainly it is focused on solid surface. Yes.
Does the roughness of the surface make it? Does it have
Yes.
to be really, really smooth?
Yeah. Otherwise, the signal will be lost.
I see.
That's the yeah. So it has to be within few angstroms. Like if you use silicon wafer, that's the best. Which is
Yeah,
about
I mean, but the problem is we have some films, and the films tend to be as well. We can make them pretty carefully, and we can sometimes use like a doctor blade to try to make it smoother. But I think they
But
have
it
like,
depends what you want to look at. If you want to look at the structure inside the film, maybe roughness is not bad. So you will see something there.
yeah. I mean, these are the Silk for Broen films, and then we also have this tripeptide set of films that we've been playing with, and they have a bit of roughness to it.
Oh, yeah. So, Elisa, you are still there?
She had a question that she put in the.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to have some lunch at the same time.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. That's fine.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I think, it's for the drop. What's the size? Yeah, size of the drops is about 1 millimeter or so, 1 or 1.5 millimeter within that. Mainly the size of a capillary tube, which is about 1.
Exactly.
So you are interested in using this? Because we did only one experiment with Ray for that.
But for the particles, it looked
Yes.
Yeah. We looked into some nanoparticles on the pendant drop surface.
Exactly.
What are you thinking about?
No, I'm still thinking about resuming the old projects, so studying the electrolytes
Right.
structure with the anodes, right? So the droplets would be too big for transmission measurements.
Yeah. For your case, it will be too big.
Yes.
But
And
if you really want to see the interface, then it's a different story. But your main thing is about the electrolyte in bulk, right? That will,
But the interface is a very interesting topic, right?
yes.
Electrolytes, like the concentration of ions changes at the surface, right?
Yeah.
So
For that we have another technique, right? So that technique will be more suitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had a follow-up question about the combining small angle and wide angle. Maybe I misunderstood before. So you don't have two detectors in the tube. You still have one detector, but you
No. We have two
right?
detectors. We have
You
two
have two
detectors.
detector. So you have the small angle with as a hole,
Yes.
and then you have the okay. So I
No, not
understood.
whole. We have a wide angle detector which will be very close, but in an oblique angle. And we have a small angle in the back. So we will be collecting data from both of them.
Yes. I
Yeah.
confused the two, but yes. Okay, sounds good.
So now we can do both together. But we can switch mode. Like if you really want wax, we can do wax. We switch off the sacs.
Okay. No, sounds great. Thank you for all the info. Maybe I'll follow up
Yeah, sure.
at some point.
Yeah. Thank you for joining the webinar.
Yeah, it was very informative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with the resuming operation then.
Yes. Means we are looking forward to it for a long time. And finally, I think the time has come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll keep you posted.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Bye. Yeah.
I'm gonna scoot out in a minute too. Yeah, I'll send a note to Lewis about the peptides. He's gonna actually, Eli Lilly is working on all these aggregate program systems as well. And so, as long as the project with, his kind of set of questions that he's asking is different from the set of questions we're asking, we can kind of work together. But our industry sponsors Bristol Myers Squibb, and so we have to kind of keep them.
Oh yeah.
Separate piles.
Conflict of interest. Yes.
It's weird. Like the industry certainly cares deeply about products that they want to get to market faster, but they also have a set of fundamental questions that they're happy to share, right? And so they've been in this big industry consortium called Nimble for a long time, and Eli Lilly and whatchamacallit are BMS are kind of all in the same, and Merck and Pfizer, they're all in the same consortium together. So they share fundamental problems with one another nowadays pretty effectively. So
this is interesting. Eli Lilly has their own beamline here. You know about it?
No, do they?
At
really?
APS, they do have their own beamline.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the one for Crystal
Yes, crystallography.
Yeah. BMS is in that, and I think Pfizer's in that one as well. Yeah.
Oh, they are all together in that.
Yeah, they must pay a fortune.
Oh,
And
yes.
I'm guessing that's,
They are not taking, I think, general users. It's generally for their company. So they're
Yeah,
paying a lot for that, I guess.
I asked on Kit about it because he, is at BMS now, and he was like, yeah, if you want to do crystallography, yeah, they'll make a crystal and then they'll turn around the results and do all the analysis super fast. It's like a team that is very much into getting that molecule to market, and they sometimes need the structure in order to do it. So
Right.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Okay, nice seeing you, Ray.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see you later. And it's Jiajun.
Yeah, nice
Okay.
to see.
It's nice to see you too. I don't know if we've met in person. I don't think we have.
No.
No.
He joined last year, so it's not even 1 year.
Oh, definitely not that. All right. See you later. Bye.
See you.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
But yes.